Happy Sunday. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It is my Sunday night live. How's everybody doing today? I hope you had a nice Sunday, nice weekend. Did you have any plans? Did you go anywhere? We didn't go anywhere, but we got a lot done. It was supposed to rain a lot today, we thought, but it didn't. So yesterday we got our lawns mowed. I did what's called terracotta whimsy areas. So I got a lot of terracotta pots, different sizes, different heights, some on stands, some not. Hi, everybody. And different plants, and arranged them. We had some new landscaping done, and so we had some other spots that we wanted to freshen up. So I just have to go buy more flowers, and but we had a fun time in the yard yesterday. And then today my daughter came over and asked if she could use my ovens, and she finished up her sourdough bread. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's delicious. It was beautiful. I put it on my private page, my Facebook page, if you want to see them. Hi, Marcia. And so we just had a fun day baking, and a little bit of company here and there, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. We have one more minute till we get started. Hi, Eva. Names are going by fast. I haven't seen them all, but hi, everybody. Thank you for coming and remembering. I was so busy this weekend. Hi, Roz. That hi, Cookie. You're still awake. Forgot to put up my notice or my reminder that I'd be on tonight. And then somebody asked me if I was going to be on. I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to put that reminder up. Hi, Roseanne. Thank you for the reminder, Roseanne. So one more minute, just letting everybody get here. So today I'm going to work on from page 61 of the current mini catalog. Watercolor World is the name of the stamp. It's a background stamp. Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. I've been thinking about you. How are you? Anyway, this stamp, it's one stamp, and it's a background stamp of the world. And it intrigued me. I've had it since the beginning of the mini. I just, trying to get through all the things I have to show you guys. And finally got to this one for tonight. And I absolutely love it. I hope you do too. The card I'm going to share with you today is a card that I saw when I was in Boise. Blythe made this card for a trade. My upline Deborah has a group, and they had a trade, and this was Blythe's card, and I loved it. And I asked her then if I could case it, and she said absolutely. And then I called her yesterday to tell her that I would be going live with her card tonight. And I wasn't sure if I had made it exactly like she made hers. But when I called her and I asked her specific questions about how she made the card, she said I did it exactly like she did. So yay. I may have used different colors. In fact, I know I did. And it's not a simple card, but it's not hard either, but it's a little bit more time consuming, and you'll see what I mean when I start to show you this card. So I'm going to turn you down to my desk, but everything's on page 61 of the mini that I'm going to use. I'm also using the a la mode. I think that's the name of them. Alphabet a la mode. So fits so perfectly on this background stamp, Watercolor World. Okay. Hi, Diane. Hi, everybody. Hi, Louise. So let me turn you down and let's get going. Hi, Linda. All righty. Okay, if you will share, we will be very happy. Hi, Viola. We will be very happy with you sharing and telling your friends about us. We are growing and we love it. I think I have 917, hi Annie, followers now on this Facebook page. Thank you very much. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get to 1,000 other than the happy dance, but I'm going to do something for you guys when that happens. So let's get there. Hi, Irene. If you're new here, I want to introduce myself properly. I'm Beverlee Morales, and I live in Tracy, California. I have a host code if you choose me as your creative coach. If you do not already have a demonstrator, you can use this code and you can shop with me here at beverleestamps.stampinup.net. Now back to the code. This code is good for the month of March. However, if your order is if your order is $150 retail or more, do not use this hostess code because you are going to get rewards. Hey, Susan. This is for any orders $149.99 or less. Alrighty. I have a YouTube channel as well. My name plus Stampin' Up, and you'll find me there. If your friends say, oh, I don't have Facebook, I'd like to watch Bev, but I don't have Facebook, you can direct them to my YouTube channel. Hello there, Marie. And I upload, hopefully, I try to upload these videos on Monday morning as I drink my Monday morning coffee. But this week I was running behind, and I don't even know why. I should have got that done, but I got it done late. This is the card that I made on Tuesday. Showed you a cute little technique. I just used some of the bunnies, the realistic bunnies that I call them, and I showed you some techniques with the Simply Score tool. I call this the lined center square here. So this was the card, and we have a winner. Let's see who she is. Hi, Jean. Louise, you are the winner. Congratulations, Louise. Now, I think I have your address in my book. Let me see real quick. As I glance yep, I do. No, wait. I don't want to show addresses all over the place, but let me see. No, I was looking at the wrong one. Okay, glad I checked. Louise. I don't see it here. Doesn't mean I don't have it, Louise. I'll look better. But if you know that you haven't sent it to me before or you haven't won before, then I do need your mailing address so I can get this card out to you. Then I want to show you some snail mail I got. This is from Marie. Isn't that beautiful? I just love how she has the little fancy fold and the smaller inside here, the use of designer series paper and some dies and some sequins. Thank you so much, Marie. Hi, Mary, for sending me this card. That was very, very sweet of you. And then look at this one. This one, the stamp, or actually I should say the dies, there's no stamping on here, take up the whole card, quick and easy, yet absolutely gorgeous. This is from my friend Amy. She had some surgery, and Ken cooked a meal for them, and I delivered, and I stayed with her one evening while she was recovering, and she sent this as a thank you card, and I just think it's very, very, very pretty. So thank you, Amy, for that. All right, here is the March prize. If you place an order with me this month, you are going to go into a drawing, and it is a good possibility that you could win these blending brushes. So all you have to do is place the order, and then you will be in the drawing automatically. Here is the stamp I'm talking about, Watercolor World. Had you guys seen that? Had you guys noticed this stamp? Here it is, along with the Alphabe a la mode. They're both right by each other. And I just thought it was a very interesting design, a very different than anything we've had in the catalogs before. So I was excited to get it and to see what I could come up with. But then when I saw Blythe's card, I said, I'm just going to case that one first, and then I'm going to start creating with my own ideas. And I have some ideas in my head. Okay, now I do have to tell you, wasn't sure what to do with it. Right, Debbie. The Watercolor World stamp, you weren't sure what to do with it. Well, one thing, my card today is not masculine, but one thing it could be is a masculine card because it's the world. And, it's not flowery and all that type of thing. But what I did today is in a rainbow of colors, and so it's not masculine at all. I debated whether to, surprised to find you live. Well, I'm glad you did, Colleen. I'm going to show you the card that I made first. Like I said, I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just thinking this is probably what Blythe did. Hi, Kelly. And I made a boo-boo, and I debated whether to show you this my sample because it has a boo-boo on it. But then I said, no, I'm going to show them because I don't want you to make the mistake if you get this set. Okay, so I'm going to show you the card. And you guys give me some hearts, thumbs up, thumbs down, hugs, whatever you feel like giving me to put yourself in another category on the Facebook page where I can count your names up when I go to pick a winner for this card, okay? All right, so here we go. Here's the card. See the boo-boo? The center of the O should be recessed. And I popped up the whole thing. So it's going to look better when I finish this card right now in front of you. But look how beautiful this is. I have now this says hello. To me, it says hello world. Hello world. So on the inside, if you wanted to, why couldn't this be a baby card? Welcoming a child to the world in pinks or blues, whatever, if you know what, if the child's going to be a boy or a girl. I just think it's something so different and something that we can send to anybody for any reason whatsoever, and we can change it up for specific times of the year. Hint, hint, hint. Start thinking on that. Tuesday, I'm going to show you different ways to use this. So let's get started. It is going to require a lot of ink pads, but you don't have to. Hi, Lily. You don't have to use this. What's shame on me? What? Shame on you. Who would? I can't read them all the comments because I forgot to my stars are enabled and I forgot to take them off, and it takes up I can't read all the words. Hi, Patty. Hi, Adelia. Okay. So look at all the colors I used on this card. So it does take a lot of colors. And I was thinking, did Blythe, use the markers? What did she do? I wasn't sure how she colored the stamp, but what I chose to do was what she did. So I'm glad that I figured it out on my own, but we sure had a nice talk last night when I called her to make sure that it was okay to do this card. I told her I'd give her complete credit because it was her idea. So, another idea she told me she had. She said her husband said, do it in colors of the Olympics and then put some rings on there. And I thought, oh, my word, wouldn't that be pretty? All right, so these are sponge daubers. They fit in my finger perfectly. And what I'm doing off camera, because I'm talking, is I'm inking up this dauber. And I am just going to put color, tapping it onto the stamp. Now, what I was worried about at first was, my goodness, I have a lot of area to cover. I have to use a different dauber for each color. I have to close my stamp pad and open up a new one. And is everything going to dry on me and not show up very well? So I asked Blythe if she used, my first question to her was, did you use, this is Mango Melody. Did you use the Stamparatus? She said, no, I didn't. And I said, okay, I didn't either. So she did not use the Stamparatus, but that's another choice, because if you don't get enough color, or the color turns light on you, you can go back, right, and stamp in the same place a second time. So that's an idea. But this worked for me, so I wasn't upset or anything. But I like to give you guys more ideas. Okay. So I've got Gorgeous Grape. And I'm just going over. Now this card, one I told Blythe it took a little bit of time. She goes, yep, it's not a quick and easy, that's for sure. But Tuesday's card will be a lot quicker because I do know that there are some people that want more quick and easy, especially if you're going to do them, multiples of them. So now what color am I using? Balmy blue, and I'm just going across. And Blythe told me that this caught her eye because she loves geography. So that's what caught her eye. It caught my eye because it was so different. So I wanted to see what I could create with this. Okay, balmy blue. And then mint macaron. And then for your card base, you're going to want to pick one of the colors that you put into your world as the base. So my base is mint macaron. So you can see already if you want this for a baby card, and you can do it all in blues for a little boy. And then, or all in pinks for a little girl. Welcome to the world. And I think that would be just really darling. Now I'm going to go to Mossy Meadow for my last color. And you don't have to use this many colors either. This is just what I'm doing. This is just what Blythe did. And her colors were completely different. Honestly, I don't know what they were. I just remember thinking, my goodness, what a beautiful card. You were kidding with me about something, Colleen. I'm going to read it when I get off. I always watch my replays and critique myself afterwards, so I'll see what you were saying in a little bit. But I can't read them right now. These darn stars are in the way of everything. All right, so I turned the stamp over, and I'm placing it on a piece of not Whisper White. It's called Basic White now, cardstock. And pressing it down. It's a large stamp, so I want to give some good pressure there. Okay, and then pick it up. Look how pretty this is. Very pretty. I just love it. So the next thing you need for this card, because look how the letters are all lifted off the card, you need the foam adhesive sheets. Here's their code, 152815. Here's the code for the stamp, 160708. And I know, isn't it pretty, you guys? And here are the a la mode, 160750. Those are the dies for the alphabet. Okay, so I cut out a couple, the H and the E, already on the foam adhesives back. Now I have to do the other letters, and they're already on my cut and boss, my big boss. But let me show you. We do not want any confusion here. So they're taped down so they don't move around on me, the LLO. I already have the H and the E done. Now I'm going to run through one time, and then I'm going to check to see if it went all the way through the foam or not. And if it didn't, I will put it back. It looks like it did. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it did. So I'm just going through that once. And I'm going to move my machine out of the way because I need these letters again. So I'm going to remove the tape. And that's why I try to just go through it once, because if you go back and forth with tape on your letters, it sticks really well, and it might be a little bit difficult to take them off. So I did that, so that's how I know. I went back and forth thinking I had to, otherwise this might not cut well, but it cuts well. Okay, so I'm being very careful not to pull off the protective paper on both the front and the back of the foam adhesive want to call them the right thing, foam adhesive sheets, because we have strips and we have sheets. And so these are the sheets. Now see how the paper wants to come up with the die? I want the protective paper to stay on for now. So here's all my letters. And then I'm going to come over to my card and I'm going to place my H at a slant. I'm going towards my left, I'm gearing towards the left. And I'm going to take my tape. Now we have to make sure that this does not move at all, right? So there's my H. And then my E is a little bit higher. Right about there. I moved it a little bit closer to the H. I had it too far away the first attempt. Okay. And then an L, bringing that down a little bit, lower than the E, but not quite as far, not quite as low as the H. And when you do things that are not straight across, it's easier because getting it straight can be difficult at times. So then here's the other L. I'm going to place that there. That's got tape on it already, so let's see if that's strong enough to hold. I've used it a few times. And then the O, I'm going to angle that like I did the H, but I'm going to angle it to the right. Okay. This tape is on Amazon. It's Post-it note tape. So you can order it and have it delivered right to your door if you'd like. Okay, so we're going to take this now. It won't move. Come back to my Big Boss. The only reason I cut out the adhesive foam first is because I already had them on my machine. Otherwise, I would do this part first, and then I would do all the letters at one time on my adhesive sheet. Okay, so we're going to go through. My H and my O are on my acrylic, so they popped right out on their own. The rest of them are in the die still, so I need to poke those out. Okay, so let's, now the other little trick. On this H, there's, to separate the two lines of the H, there's two rectangles. One rectangle is longer, the bottom one is longer than the top one. I know I'm giving you a lot of detail, but I'm trying to save you some hassle, because when you take your letters out, the longer rectangle has to go to be at the bottom, otherwise they won't match up. See what I'm saying? See how that doesn't match up at all? So you have to make sure that the longer rectangle of the H is at the bottom, and then it's perfect. Okay, so that's something that you'll be happy you know in advance of making this card. You love my color choices. I'm glad. I'll repeat them. Mossy Meadow, Mint Macaron, Balmy Blue, Gorgeous Grape, Mango Melody, and Cajun Craze. So now I'm going to pull the E up. Here's my E, H, E, and then my L, there's my L, there's one of them, then my other L. See, this is why it's time consuming. It's because we've got these letters that we need to slowly work with. You cannot hurry with this card. Okay, so this centerpiece, this is where I made my mistake. I put this on the foam backing And I shouldn't have. This needs to be recessed on the card like this, but we're going to do that last, so we make sure we get it centered perfectly. Now to make this pop, so what I'm going to do, I was being so careful. Where's one of my L's? Where did my L go? H-E-L-O. It stayed in the die. Whew. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. So to make this pop, look what happens when you put black behind there. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. So this is 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. So it's just 2 lines smaller, if that helps you, than the 4 and the 5 1/4. Okay? Ooh, now we likey, huh? It says pops. And if you wanted to, you could probably, let's see, leave it like this. Yeah, why couldn't you, right? Okay. Info number 2. Now remember, info number 1 was this rectangle is larger than this one. Okay, so when you put your glue on, you need to put some glue on the little rectangles on the H, or else they'll keep popping up and you could snag them. So I'm putting glue. These are just things I learned from making my first one. So I'm putting glue all around. And now I will place this on the black. Now, some of you may say, but you're going to cover up that black with the letters. Well, yes, I am. But look at the card closely. You can see in person, whoever wins this, or if you come to my classes, my shop, my open houses, you'll see that the black under there slightly shows, and it looks like a shadow. Okay, so from the side you can see it too. So, and then of course it's around the frame. So that's why we do it. Now see how these little rectangles would be standing up? But we are smarter than them, and we put glue there, and they're going to stay down now. So that's why I want you to know that. You can avoid the things that I had to teach myself. Okay, now here's the important part. The adhesive foam sheets have protective paper on the front and the back. If you remove the protective paper from both the front and the back, if you pop your letters out and remove it from the sheet, you're going to have they're going to stick to your fingers. And because they're so narrow and thin, they're going to get all crazy. They're going to stretch, and you're not going to be able to use them. So now I'm going to take my H, the longer rectangle at the bottom, and I'm going to place it down. Remember, I removed the protective paper already. Wait a minute here. Yeah, that's right. Oh, this is wrong, because it wasn't matching up. And I'm like, wait, what? So see why? It's so important to know which side the long rectangle is on. Now it's perfect. Otherwise, I would have had this crossbar. It would have been sticky behind it because it wasn't matching up. Now I can pop this out. This is where I was telling you it's going to take a little bit of time and patience. And, excuse me, and then pull the adhesive backing off once I get this out of the sheet. Because if this was off already, if the paper was off already, my fingers would be sticking to everything, and we would have a royal stretchy mess. Okay, so these are so thin. Now, if you were using wider, bigger alphabets, it probably would be a little easier as well. Okay, so this one's out. So see what I say? It's not hard. It's just patience. Peeled off the backing. Now it's sticking to my finger. See that? And now I'm going to place the larger rectangle down. Make sure it was right. And look how the world map is matching up with the H because we're putting it back in just like a puzzle. Eclipse, yes. And if you just go off to the side a little bit, you can see more of the black. So it depends what you want to see. Okay, so I'm leaving that one alone. Now, next step. You tell yourself what the next step is. It's to remove the top layer of the E protective paper. Take the next E. It matches up perfectly. Find the bigger spots on your E that you can put down. Then I push down on the protective sheets rather than pull up on the thin letters and break it away that way. The protective paper on the back started to come off, and so since it's off, I'm just going to use one finger and place it down. Now, even though I haven't pressed hard, you don't want to pull this up and start ripping things, so get it where you want it. And if the black shows, like Carol said, that's Eclipse, the Eclipse look, and it looks wonderful. Okay, so we're going to do that again with all the letters. And put this together. I'm finding the wider part of the L and placing it down. There we go. Pushing down on the sheet rather than up on the letter. The sheet's bigger, so if we can be a little rougher with the sheet than being rough with the letter, right? Push down, get this up, push down, and then the letter comes up. Then you can remove your protective paper. A little at a time is a good idea too, just like this, a little at a time. And put that where it belongs. And there we go. It is so, you love this, Maria. I know, I do too. I asked Deborah when everybody came to her class, what they thought of this card, and she said it was a favorite. Everybody really, really liked this card in Boise. So, and that's the first one I grabbed. There was a lot of beautiful cards there that day, but this is the first one I grabbed. And I think what it is that it's so different than anything else we have that it just really caught my eye. I don't know how you feel about that or not, if it's the same for you. So if you're thinking, well, what else could I do with this? Leave that up to us. Leave that up to the demonstrators. Stampin' Up today on Facebook had a card. It was really cute with this set. And I cannot remember the colors they used. Okay, so here's the O. And I'm gonna stop talking about Stampin' Up right now because I need to concentrate. This is where I made a mistake last time. So I need to follow my own advice and pay attention. Okay. So they put love has no boundaries because of the whole world. That's a great one too. There's just so many things that people are going to think of. I know I've got two ideas that I've got one done for Tuesday, and I've got another one that I think is going to work really good. So I'm going to pull off the protective backing of, the protective backing of the big piece wants to come with me, so I'm going to try to get rid of that first. Let's try to get, I don't want to bend this up. Okay. Ooh, see, it came off. Okay. Shoot. That's what I did not want to happen. So now I got to be careful. Let me put it back, maybe. Yes. Okay. As long as you have that protective paper there, you're okay. All right. It got quiet because I was concentrating. Sorry. Anyway, this idea is Blythe's, and then her Olympic colors. That was her husband's idea, actually. And then I'm not going to share with you my two, but then Stampin' Up said love has no boundaries. Thought that was great as well. So then this looks odd. So you put this back in, but recessed. And so we're going to put a little bit of glue right here. Light, just be light with it. And then let's see which way it goes. Yeah, it goes like that. See, it matches up. Matches up. And then just push it in. So this card is done now because it's just hello. Could us sentiment like best dad in the world? Yeah, great idea. Great idea. Did you see that? I can't read them. Like I said, I've got something blocking them, but Debbie said best dad in the world. Yes, a Father's Day card, even a Mother's Day card. You know, make the inside floral and that type of thing. Whatever you come up with. I know, Louise, I do too. I love it. And like I said, this is Blythe's card. Hers is completely different colors, but I was just trying to keep the image of the card itself in my head. I couldn't remember every single color she used, but what that taught me is that no matter what colors you use, as long as you pick one of them and use the same base and the black behind it, it's going to look great. So I can see a little bow here. I can see, you know, if it's for a baby card, do some baby things on the inside, whatever you want to do. And then on Tuesday, I don't want to give away what I'm doing. I don't want to give you a hint of what I'm going to do, but it's two different ideas for the same set because it's my to be continued. Love the black edge. Yes, yes, absolutely. That just makes the whole thing pop. And I'm telling you, everybody picks up this card and just checks it out completely because it's, you know, the puzzle matches perfectly together. The little pop and the little black. It's just, I just think it's gorgeous. I think she did a fabulous job. All right, ladies, that's what I have for you today. I don't see any questions. I can see such a nice card. Hope I win next week. Okay, I can hope for you too, Marcia. All right, ladies. Thank you for coming. Thanks for all the hearts. All right, thanks for all the thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Viola. Thanks, Eva. Okay, good night, everybody. It's a winner, Sharon Buckner. Okay, bye-bye.